Hey everybody, it's Alex at the One Thing About Us podcast. Thank you for joining us, and across the table sitting from me is my beautiful co-host.
Justin. And then we're joined by...
And I'm Eric.
So we did a little something today. Me and Justin dipped our toe into a little Dungeons and Dragons action. Now it didn't work out to how we wanted it to work out because our dungeon master's a right asshole. Just kidding.
Just because you
Just
guys
Josh.
didn't roll it right.
Apparently you're supposed to roll for accuracy, and you know what? Somebody's a master bowsman, but he missed. So we don't know what we're doing here.
I missed one fucking time.
Didn't you miss twice?
It was.
With the bow, I missed
It was
once.
only once.
Oh, but then you clipped the knee or something.
I shot him in the knee. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to slow him
No,
down.
you didn't.
You don't know that.
You were aiming for murder.
Prove it.
So,
At least I'm not supposed to be this super strong guy, and I couldn't kick down a door.
Listen, that door had spells on it. I know for a fact. It was a magic
But
door.
what makes me mad is you'd have been able to pull my cuff link thing out
Uh,
if you'd have went with that, but no, you decided to pick lock it. And pick locking is not your strong suit.
fair now, but I wanted to try a little something
I'm going to pull it. But you did end up pulling it, and I was able to use that
to kill a cleaver monster.
to kill a orc. No, a giant.
One orc.
A giant.
Half giant.
And I did that thing smooth as fuck. There was a little rocky at first.
a little bit.
Yeah, because he caught you on the leg.
I slipped and it got me in the leg. Yeah, he had me hooked. I was dangling. But he swung at me. I was like, nope. Scurried up his arm like a fucking spider monkey. Inside of his ear. And he went fall. And the whole time, what are you doing? Just thrown up against the wall.
I didn't
Just
realize
chilling.
I didn't realize I could have got up.
He got launched against the wall. He's
So you have to tell me what your character
I
does.
didn't
You just
realize
kind of like sat there
I
and
just sat
watched
there
this
looking at
whole
him.
thing.
It's like, how do I look when I'm sitting on the couch and you call me?
yeah, so the whole time he's just like, he's looking at it like this.
I didn't think I could get up. I literally didn't think I could
Yeah,
get
no,
up.
you weren't paralyzed. You were just
'Cause-
stunned from trying to kick a door.
But see, yeah, because the thing didn't hit you. That was just from your own.
My pride kept me down.
my ankle, it's broken.
I can't kick down a fucking door.
But I did rip a snake's head off, so that works.
You did.
It was good.
Yeah, you almost took his arm off too. You were hacking away at that motherfucker. Granted, I don't agree with just throwing all your weapons with disregard, but whatever.
Just violently.
Like his
beating
longsword, he just threw his longsword. Like I don't need that.
You know what? And
That's the first time I've ever had anybody throw the long sword. Like you could throw a hand axe and even throwing knives, but you threw a long sword.
I
at
did,
somebody.
and I hit something. You know what? That's not me. You tried to fuck a snake to persuade it to let you go.
I wasn't trying to fuck the snake.
He said,
It would do its better.
he said,
I was-
He said I would have done it too if you hadn't thrown your axe at it.
I would have convinced him. If you didn't say anything, I was gonna talk that thing out of it. I'm like, look, bro, you ain't gotta squeeze me. We ain't gotta do this. You can just. I go my way, you go your way, you slither on out that door, we be gravy, baby. But no, I'm over here talking to it, whispering sweet nothings in its ear about the win, and you decide to throw a fucking axe and
What
miss.
else was I gonna do?
Just let me handle it.
Yeah, but then you got the other guy, the demon prince, just sitting there casting spells. He wasn't casting spells.
No,
He was
just
he was
at this
watching.
But then what if I would have done something to him? You said it would have been an unwinnable battle.
Well, no, I had the storyline set up to go the way that I wanted it to because this was like a prequel.
You still could have got some damage off on him, maybe.
Oh, you could have attacked him. You could have beaten him down to nearly within an inch of his life at the end of it.
But yeah, no, I'm like, I got the snake, and you decided to throw it, miss,
Yeah.
and it fucked up anything I had. Like that snake was listening to me. At first, he was like, all right, it loosened up. I got a hand free.
Yeah, but
I was
what
gonna
if-
start caressing it.
What if you would have thrown it and then that thing would have been like, okay.
I was gonna start caressing it, and then you threw and missed, and that snake's like, all
I
right,
didn't
bitch.
miss, I glanced him.
Oh, it still pissed him off, so he bit more into
Yeah,
my
and
arm.
then he bites you.
He bit more into my arm and then tightened up.
This
I'm like,
is that Red Dead story all over again where I cause the trouble and he pays for it.
yeah.
Exactly it. Every
I'm over here just like, what's up, bruh? You ain't gotta do this. Just let me go. Come on. He's like,
and-
oh, maybe that could have happened. Okay.
And he
I was,
left us on a huge cliffhanger.
Alex is like, hiya, and then miss, and I'm like, bruh. So now I gotta start stabbing this motherfucker like,
So
come
we
here, little
don't
motherfucker.
know who killed Justin's mentor, but
So
apparently
the storyline followed through that Justin's character Elros was hunting his master's killer.
Mentor. Let's not get crazy.
Master mentor is kind of the same.
No,
thing.
because master,
What do you call
a,
him?
a mentor, master goes. I call him by his name first of all.
You call him Poppy.
Viserion.
Yeah, but when you say master, my brain automatically goes back to a king, and as you know from my backstory, I would never worship another king
No,
or serve.
but he was a master being
I
like
ain't a slave.
Oh my god.
This is not going there. That is not what this is supposed to be about.
He was my mentor.
Your mentor. Anyway, your mentor was murdered by a being that you followed clues to this land where you were captured. You were found a year later by Alex's character, Vidic, as he was thrown into the cell, beaten and tortured already himself for trying to attack the Demon Prince the first time. What are you thinking? You have a thought and it's gone now.
I don't.
So as
I don't
as
think
the
it could have
story
been.
went forward-
Ooh.
As the story went forward, Vidic was trying to attack the Demon Prince. They were thrown into the cell together, in which case Vidic had every ability to try to break out of this cell and ended up
Couldn't.
fucking it up every once in a while.
Tried to.
Why are we coming at me?
He was talking. He talked mad
He was
shit.
chained to a wall.
I was chained to a wall like Jesus Christ because that's how
And yet-
dangerous I am.
Yet, who got him out?
I did, technically.
He kind of told you what to do.
He didn't tell me shit. I don't listen to elvish people.
The bone key,
I said the bone key. You took that from me.
'Cause I
using a rat bone to try to pick the lock.
That's
was
all me.
Elros's idea.
Yeah, 'cause
Although poorly executed by Vidic. You broke it. You broke it in the lock.
I didn't know this was a judgment session.
It's not a judgment
Are we
session,
logging
it's
onto
just-
this just to judge? Because this seems what we're doing.
No, I'm saying we all have our strengths.
We had our thought. I had the bone thought too before you ever even were born.
That's not
He's
possible.
400 years
No,
old.
I mean in real life, 1997.
But here's the thing: if you don't say it, it don't count.
I don't
I
have
have
to
to
say
know.
everything.
Yeah, you do- if you want
to
it.
make an action, then I have to know about it.
I want to tickle you.
That's just the word. But yeah, so
Don't you dare come across that table.
But yeah, so yeah, he broke the bone, and I was like, just pull it. What the fuck was
you,
that?
man.
That was the scream that I had whenever you finally got out of the cell.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'll pick the bone. Alex is like, I got it. Fucking broke the bone. I'm like, you're strong. Just pull the shackles, because I'm not that strong.
No, you're like a level 2. Level 2 strength.
I don't know what level I am.
All I know is I put my fist through someone's face. So you know what?
Yeah, you can do that, but yeah, you couldn't kick it down the door, which makes no sense to me.
Alright, I rolled. A bad
No,
roll.
what's funny is you tried to kick the guard, and the guard just caught your leg. What? Like, what are you
no,
doing?
I'm just standing and you're just like,
I'm like, what are you doing? Well, no, I was free. Remember, I was just
yeah, but
acting.
you were still standing there at that point. You're like, come on.
I know. I was like, you're
I'm-
like, I'm gonna kick him. He caught it like, what
all
you
I
doing?
imagine,
What are you doing, bro? But
all I imagine is me swinging wildly at him.
it doesn't matter because I tried to hit him and miss too.
Yeah, you did.
I tried to rush him and stick my thing in his ear, and he's like, come on, man.
Stick what in his
Stick your
ear?
thing in his ear.
The bone. I had the
So
little thing.
at the base of the shackle that he was held to the wall with was this like metal spike that was driven into the stone of the wall, and that's what he was using as a weapon.
I killed a giant with it though.
You did. You jammed it into his ear.
A giant cleaver giant.
The butcher.
But I got to thinking.
Is that what that smoke's from?
I don't think it could have been.
So the smell.
That'd have been you, okay, Vidic. Because I'm not gonna go there. But
Because I'm stupid?
I wasn't
Is
gonna
that
say
what
you're
gonna
stupid. I'm gonna
Because you're
say
400 years old. You're the master of
no.
intelligence.
I'm not master of intelligence because your character's pretty smart.
You do have what is it? 17? You have 17 intelligence, I think.
So my thing is, it's just
I couldn't tell you.
I think things through more. You're like, I'm just gonna attack, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, but I.
Because if it had been that book, you probably would have just grabbed it, and I'd have been like, let's wait a minute.
And then you get your finger bit off.
Yeah, but I can always make new
Why'd you
fingers.
have you had an accent, right? You had a country accent right then.
Oh yeah, that coming from your accent, your leprechaun accent. Hi, matey, you wanna let me go?
I don't know where that came from.
Let me out of this cage, why don't you?
I swear to God, if your kids have me Lucky Charms, I'm
But
gonna
I got to
be
thinking, I don't think he killed my mentor
No?
because I tracked the thing there that did
My God,
well over a year ago.
you're not a good tracker though.
Yeah, I am. You don't know what I am and what I'm not.
I don't. I know you're a punk ass elf.
It took you a lot longer to get there than I did, bitch.
You know what? I took the long route around.
Okay, I'm
took
so
the
sorry.
long route.
But I tracked it there a year ago. So if he was just caught then, which means he probably
We never discussed how long he was there.
I don't think I was there a year.
he
No,
wasn't.
you weren't there that long, but you were there already beaten and bloody.
Yes,
but
but my thing is, I was already there. I'd been there for a whole year. He wasn't there a year, which tells me he probably wasn't in the area. And if I tracked the thing that killed my mentor to that area, to that specific area, he wouldn't have been there. He would have got caught too.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Because if he's tracking his mentor, I'm on mine, still doing my mission, killing the demons along the way. I'm on my own separate path.
You got ambushed. It doesn't necessarily mean that you were in that tower whenever you got captured.
I didn't say I was in the.
He was.
I didn't say I was in the tower. I was in the vicinity. I was in the area. I tracked it to that area and I got ambushed.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we
But
don't know
thing
how long
is-
I was there.
Right.
I was there before him though.
Do you know
Just
that for a
because you
fact?
got captured first doesn't mean that he didn't.
Yeah, but he didn't get captured a year ago like me.
You don't
you
know
did.
that.
Yeah, I do.
You got captured along the way. He could still be moving out there while you got it.
Ain't no way I got captured. He didn't. You're not
It's
convinced
just like,
me.
oh no.
See, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
My stealth proficiency's higher.
Oh, good. It's your dickhead proficiency's higher too.
Probably.
Just you're an asshole. Roll the
Look at here. I saved you with the giant. I could have left.
No, I apparently could have got up, so I don't know what's going on.
I could have left. I chose to stay and help you.
Alex, or Vidic in this case, tried to kick open the cell door of another prisoner.
I rolled a battle.
Rolled a 3 and ended up bouncing off that door and hitting himself against the opposing wall, which he then just laid there as the butcher came up at you,
Yeah, because I was scared.
just laying on the floor.
And I was hidden, so I could have just dipped.
Yeah, because why does everyone keep saying dipped?
I dipped out.
He did.
Leave. Just say I could have left. What does dipped mean?
Leaving.
But that's what are
Left.
we putting some dip in?
I should have fucking dipped.
I should have left. Is what you want to say. Should have left. These children. These.
No, because I'm not saying I'd have left. I just dipped out that area.
Stop saying dip.
I'm like, I'm gone. I could have went in that
For some
room.
reason, I don't know.
What would
why
have happened?
that
What would have
drives
happened if
me
I'd have took the knife?
Took the knife.
That golden knife.
You just started hearing voices.
Yeah, no, I'm
nuts.
good.
Hey, I do that too.
No, I'm fine.
But
Yeah, there was a like a ritual knife buried in a big butcher's block in the middle of the torture chamber.
You made it sound enticing. Like I thought about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's strong, but you're gonna start hearing voices that tell you to start killing random people.
what's new?
For you,
Oh,
It doesn't tell me to kill random people.
No, I'm
it,
talking about
it, like almost like an addiction that you have to kill something. It's not just like, oh, it feeds on blood. It's like something needs to die.
It's like a bloodlust.
Yes.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So yeah, no, I'm content. Did you think would you expect me to take it, or did
I
you?
wanted one of you two to take it because it was going to travel through the portal with you, like it was attached to your soul.
I should have fucking.
Which one of us would you expect it to take it though?
I already hear voices.
Yeah.
So.
I hear voices in my head.
I figured that the description would have
He
scared
just
you
hit-
away from it, but then I wanted Vidic to take it.
Look,
Just to,
shiny.
yeah.
Grab it because it had like a
Shiny
ruby on
knife.
it. So you said like I had a ruby or something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
had like a big
Or could he
ruby
saw
in
all
it.
that? Because I rolled like a high insight or something
He
like that.
saw the.
You felt what it was.
Okay, I
trying
felt
to
it.
do. He saw. Oh, pretty.
Pretty.
You were like, this thing wants blood.
He was saying voices, the Randy Orton theme song, who just enjoyed his 20th year in the WWE. Moving
Yeah,
on.
no, once, yeah. Because you made that sound too good to be true. So at first I was like, I'm going to take that fucking dagger. And I was
Tried
like,
to get you twice, and each time it was you that was
So,
going for it.
if
He
I-
waited in the back.
If I already hear voices, what would that do for me? Would that make it worse?
It would have made it worse, almost like they're conflicting. But then the one with the blade was like hungering,
you'd have just started killing random people like you do on Red Dead.
like you'd have almost phased out.
I never kill anybody on Red Dead if they don't deserve it.
Yes, you do.
That lady stepped on my shoe.
I'm just gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole purpose of the game is to have fun. I'm serious.
It's not that we're not having fun, but then whenever we go and we're like, all right, let's get ourselves set up. I'm gonna buy some new clothes because at this point I had just bought the game. Setting up my new character. I'm inside. I'm getting all dapper. Justin's sitting outside smoking his cigar on the bench, and then here comes an angry mob chasing Alex, and he runs right into the store that we're sitting
They
at.
weren't chasing Alex. They were chasing Vic Savage.
Sorry, Vic Savage.
And it wasn't Justin smoking the cigar. It was
Judd Remington.
Judd Remington. What was your name on there?
Hatham.
Hatham?
Oh, yeah.
I forget what my last name was.
I don't remember.
Abernathy?
It wasn't Abernathy.
There's a Hatham Abernathy.
It was Hatham something. I just can't remember his last name. But yeah, I'm just sitting there minding my business, smoking my... And then shot point blank in the face with a shotgun. I'm like,
We've talked about this before. Because where do they come from? Where do these law people come from? It's not real. It's
Well, when
not.
mommies and daddies love each other very much or get too drunk on a Saturday night.
They do what I spent 50 years doing.
Jake's mom.
Leave my mom out of this.
But no, I'm. This is gonna get bad.
We went full nerd.
I love the fact that I had you guys at each other's throats, though. You son of a bitch, did you kill my...
Yeah, because he's like,
Yeah, the whole time they're like enemies coming after us. I'm like, did you kill my fucking mentor, Alex?
kill my mentor. I can't work with you.
It's like you got 3 people bearing down and did you do this? It's not the time, damn it.
That's how much I want to kill the person who killed my mentor. I'd have been like,
I know.
whatever.
And I love every minute of it. Because the whole bit is to make you either believe that or not believe that. And
Well, that is a David King try to get us to hate each other. So big surprise is going to use deception.
Yeah, but I should be able to see through that bullshit.
I think because it deals with who it
I
deals
get
with,
clouded.
Yeah, your judgment gets kind of...
I'd be rolling at a disadvantage. See, I know some shit.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Demons in my back.
I'm a full-blown nerd.
Oh, yeah.
But for
hit
D&D, yeah, I get crazy.
we hit it hard.
I know. I talked about with like you guys for like a day, and then the next day you had the books ordered.
Yeah.
No, he had the books ordered because I was surprised. I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised. He's like, "Yeah, I got the books. I'm gonna look at them." I'm like, "What?" He pulls out a big old collection.
But yeah, I've had them. We talked about it Monday. Tuesday, I had the books ordered. And I had them in my hands
The
Wednesday.
day we spoke about it, I could not stop thinking about myself.
The day we spoke about it, I already had my character built.
Yeah, he had a big.
Speaking of all of this, if you guys are interested, let us know that we should try to play on the podcast so you guys can listen in too. Rather than us just talking about it after the fact, you can play along with us.
I'm thinking about but instead of making that like on here, I'm thinking about doing that as a YouTube exclusive to bump up the subscribers there. Because then I'll probably do video too.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we could do the video of everybody actually making their characters. We can get maybe somebody to do some art for the description of our characters.
So we need a little something from our people. We need you guys to go on YouTube and subscribe. We're gonna try to start putting up some YouTube exclusive content like that, and maybe do some cooking. And if you guys start subscribing, maybe do a little haunted walkthrough.
I'm gonna do a cooking show on there. I've already got a guest that's willing to come.
That's awesome.
I already did.
That makes me look. This is gonna make me look not as good
Oh yeah.
because this one actually went to culinary school.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
your cooking's
I
nothing
will
to.
gladly be a taste tester for these episodes.
Your cooking is nothing to shake your head at. This man right here, Justin. If there's one thing about him, he knows how to throw down in that kitchen. Hashtag he seasons.
Hashtag seasoned white.
Never cook shrimp in a crock pot, and he knows that.
Yeah,
Like some people.
yeah. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, some people are stupid.
When the person told me they did that, I said, "Go home, take this shit out right now." He said, "No, it'll be fine. It's on top." I'm like, "No, it's not."
It only takes a few minutes.
And went from a jumbo, like a big ass jumbo shrimp, to like a little tiny. He's like, "I threw them all away." I'm like,
if
"Yeah."
any of my friends know anything about me, which they're in this room right now, I love shrimp. But like I said, allergic to them. You eat more than 80, I throw up.
That doesn't mean you're allergic. It just means you're eating excessive amounts.
I love shrimp. Shrimp or lobster?
You
I love
love
scallops,
you
too.
love anything.
No, I do not love
Oh yeah.
tomatoes.
Okay, like that. Okay, yeah, you're fair point, but I meant like like things are like here,
I feel
Alex.
it went from,
Here,
like,
Alex.
abundance of meat to a vegetable. And you're
You
like,
want
"That."
you want the rest of my shrimp? Yeah, I look over. You didn't even touch the shrimp yet, but what are you scarfing down?
Your mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes.
I have mashed potatoes, homemade garlic and butter, roasted garlic and butter, and mashed potatoes with a nice mushroom gravy.
His cooking is not good for your cholesterol. I'll give you that, but it is damn good.
It can be.
Not that meal.
No, but because like the other day I cooked like chicken and brown rice,
Oh, that's good.
some broccoli.
How dainty it got there with it.
I'm like, what?
Daddy, did Daddy cook broccoli?
I want to get a voice for my character. I just can't figure out what I want to do.
Yeah, because that Irish one's not going to work for you.
It only came out like once or twice.
I know, but it was
Although
so
the whole
funny.
time I kept wanting to be like, cheerio. I don't know.
What are you
I don't know why.
like subclass British. Alright, cheerio.
Hey, can you get me off this frickin' thing?
They're all right.
But truthfully, though, if you think about it, anytime you watch a show like old school show like that, everyone always has accents.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm not sure. Is Henry Cavill British? They're doing The Yard.
I got confused. Is any of you British?
Henry Cavill, is he British?
Technically, no, but yes. He was born in America, but like he lived in like England or whatever like that. It's like
Oh, so
Spanish.
then he picked
It's
up-
like English speaking, so he has the accent. It's
Any
crazy.
other time they have, what's his accent like in The Witcher?
He doesn't really. It's like just deep and gravelly.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck. Yeah.
pretty much. Like very
I've
unemotional.
never seen it.
I've always wanted to, like, if I were to have another child, I want to speak with some kind of an accent around them all the while they're developing, so that they keep that accent. Like, it's like having an Irish accent around a newborn, and as they learn to speak, that's how they think they
Can I
should
have some
sound.
water?
And then as you go out into the world and you start speaking normally with it, then the kid has an accent. They're like, "Where's your kid from? Ireland?"
Daddy, when are we joining the IRA?
I got it. Yeah,
Want some bangers and mash?
because I try not to have my character show too much emotion.
Yeah, but you get mad.
You got really mad.
Well,
just
when
get
it
mad.
because it's who it.
I understand the why. It's just really funny to go from, "I don't care, I will kill anything and everything."
Who the fuck killed my mentor?
Who did it? Did you do it, Finnick? I don't know, but there's snake people
this
coming.
point,
Yeah, because there was like goblins running full force.
There was like shit running straight at you, and you turned to him going, "What the hell did you do?"
At this point,
Because I wasn't too worried about a goblin.
Yeah, but you should be worried about frog people.
We fucked them goblins up. Why are we worried about frog people?
Frog people? Because those fucking frog people.
There were
come in.
snakes.
The bullywugs? They were crazy.
There were snakes. Where the fuck you get a frog from?
The bullywugs are terrifying.
I mean, we were literally talking about how I tried to have sex with a snake. Well, you said that. And you talking about frog. I'm like,
Meanwhile, he's trying to befriend the snake to turn it, and it just like, chop. Tried to chop his head off.
I would have had it. You're not going to
Yeah.
convince me
No, you
otherwise.
would have got him off of you.
And then I'd start riding it towards the king. Onward! No, like surfing it, because it's not big enough for me to. So just like.
It's like the size of a solid like anaconda.
And then it could have been like, it could have whipped its tail, and I can use that to fly through the air.
Like Flintstones. That.
Yo, and I'd be like,
Wilma.
and I just get caught like Mandy did Wolverine.
Well, it's the big show.
What?
Sorry. We were doing the thing.
But you did fuck that first one up. That first snake thing up, you did fuck that shit
Because I
up.
got mad.
You're like,
Because I got
motherfucker.
mad because I kept going like clink, 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 and I'm like, I'll just rip its head off. And you're like, roll. and
I do
roll,
think it was
and
funny
roll.
though how you turned into a werewolf and then it was pointless. Nothing happened.
Yeah, fuck, man.
As soon as you turn into a werewolf, you're like, I'm full form, and then get away.
Because as soon as he gave me a thing, I was going to jump and lunge and I was going to start slashing. But now I'm slashing like I'm slashing prices.
So he technically he lost all his shit then and there. Because when he turned into a werewolf, all his armor and weapons popped off.
Everything was-
Are you fucking around with me?
So yeah, so
already thrown everything.
But I can't pick it up.
you have to use an
You
actions.
lunged forward as your action. You ran away from all your stuff.
So that's gonna be something.
So towards the end of this fight with this demon prince, Vidic turned into his werewolf form,
I'm
which
so fucking mad right now. Like, I did not fucking realize I lost my...
he came so close.
Fuck, man.
So towards the end of this fight, these tendrils made of sand, the sands of time, if you will, grabbed him, pulling him down and teleporting them both to a distant time, where they lost all of these abilities and weapons and armors that they had collected, basically leaving them 5 levels lower than where they started this campaign. And Alex is just now
What kind of
realizing
bullshit
that
is that?
every bit of his power was. So you mad?
Yes, I'm mad.
Yeah, so your power is what that, and he just can't. Oh, because I imagine that's gonna be a charge up attack. So he just can't use that willy nilly.
What, turning into a werewolf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You serious?
It takes a lot of effort from you.
So yeah, so you're gonna have to be very careful when you use that.
Lost a lot of your experience and abilities whenever you traveled through the time.
So we went back in time, or we just
You were thrown back in time. You both feel roughly about 10 to 15 years younger than you were.
So now I'm
There's
30
granted-
fucking 4.
Granted, for you, it's not a big deal because you're over 400, but it sets up the time premise for the continuance of the story.
But so yeah, 400 to me, it's like whatever. Like you're locked in that cell for a year. Most people that'd be like, no, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, there's a few minutes to enough. You sit over here just like thinking about life and all the challenges.
It wasn't supposed to be.
I hope he didn't have attachments to that long sword and that axe.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh yeah, he named it. So yes, yeah.
That shit's gone.
Gone like
I
a
can,
freight
I'm
train.
going back to that fucking
Gone like.
castle to get my shit back.
But it didn't happen yet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we were thrown back in time.
So could I find myself and then take my stuff back?
Okay,
You're thrown back in time.
we won't throw him back into a multiverse though.
Can I find myself? Or am I now in the...
But here's the thing: if
Explain to
you
me how this has
if you
happened.
do find
And all
yourself,
of this will be continued on the
if you
next-
do find yourself, he would be more powerful than you currently are.
Okay, then you know what? I just merge with him.
You just absorb somebody. You're a human.
At
You're
this
not even
point,
like a magical human. You're just
I can't
a
do
fighter.
that.
So my mentor's still alive?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Jimmy.
So you might be safe.
I'm so fucking pissed right
What
now.
if we
For
go?
now.
What if we go back
I'm so pissed right now.
to where I was from? Find my mentor, but then I see his character going to kill. Oh, you motherfucker! Oh, because if you're like me, that's some shit I would do. Oh, you stinky bitch!
You might see the murder happen. You might be able to do
What have
something
you-
about it.
What have you done?
I'm
What story?
torturing the both of you with this.
Oh my gosh.
I think the best part, the whole thing that I'm proud of, is I came up with this stuff over like 3 days.
I feel like I'm about to cry.
I am too, actually, because I lost my shit.
You're more worried about your stuff. His mentor is alive now.
My king died. Like 2
I'm
years
overrun with like I'm happy. Like my mentor is possibly alive, but then just knowing that he's dead and I couldn't do anything about it bothers me. But it's the fact that if I had to see this motherfucker die, and knowing I was there and I still couldn't do shit about it, I'm just gonna kill myself.
400 years and it all comes down to a suicide.
Why not?
I don't get it. I don't fucking.
What? What do you mean you
How
don't get
far
it?
in the past are we now?
Like I said, about like 10 to 15 years.
Okay, 10 to 15 years. So when did your mentor die? So there's no way we can get back to that point.
He's been hunting this person for a while.
This moot point, we can't get back to.
Yeah, how long? Because I've never really thought about how long
So
it
my
had been.
Throwing
shit,
it out about
my
that time
shit
frame.
is just sitting in this castle,
No,
just standing there, or it's been collected and oh my
that
god.
time hasn't happened yet.
So the way I'm thinking about it is when we got banished back in time, our gear just magically disappeared.
No,
Gone.
it's gonna pop back
It was
on me.
as you were going through the portal, everything was ripped off of you, and it turned back into the metals that it was made.
Well,
of.
he didn't have it on him to begin with.
Yeah, you had yours torn off.
I was nude,
He didn't have his throne. He had his throne.
Fur.
so my fur went back to. So now I'm just.
My clothes are I ain't got no clothes on.
You naked as the day you were
Be
born.
naked.
What you going?
I mean, everything that you had was never made.
So you see me. You see me just hairless,
So you guys are sitting in an open field,
smooth as fuck.
like a clearing in the woods. Do you want me to just like tell you a teaser for what's coming?
You might as well, because every time HBO releases a teaser.
So
for the
you
next
wake
season-
up.
I never watch it though.
You
I was
wake
too.
up, looking around. All the wounds and scars that you had that had come to you over the last 10 to 15 years are gone. However, all the weaponry and all the knowledge that you had picked up in that time frame are also gone. So you've lost your control over the werewolf form as good as you had it, where you could just snap.
Although, how long have you had it? Because you might not even have it no more.
7 years.
So yeah, you're not even a werewolf anymore.
Oh gosh, you did. You put a timestamp on that, didn't you? 7 years.
So now you're just human now.
You don't even have your werewolf form now.
Okay, I know where to go to get it.
He's so depressed about this.
I know where to go.
But
to
what
get
if you
it.
can't get it no more? So what if you're just not a werewolf
Well, then
anymore?
fuck it, I don't know anymore what to do. You know what? That's just fine. I'm just gonna roll with that.
I would have went longer.
I don't. It doesn't
So
matter if I already put a
you
price
wake
on.
up, you feel weaker.
I don't
a
feel
part
weaker.
a part of you is missing. You being that you've been around for as many hundreds of years as you have, you seemingly recognize the area. And you can tell that you're just outside of one of the major cities in that area. However, you hear a rustling in the bushes near you. You don't have any weapons. All you have is the skills that you had those many years ago.
Which means I'm going to haul ass and run like a motherfucker.
Because I'm so super strong. That's just how that goes. I'm so super strong. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, just not as strong.
Especially the first part.
Super. Super strong. I got super strong because I drank the heart-shaped
So-
herb. Fuck you.
I drank the heart-shaped herb.
Marvel.
You're still stronger than my character.
So you hear the rustling of the bushes.
You'll
around
always
you.
be stronger than my character because I got a -1. It doesn't matter.
You were dropped in from a battle, so the adrenaline's still in your body. You're kind of shaking.
Nude as the day you were born. Like,
Hard as fuck.
Just absolute cannon out the front. Right?
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him with this.
And that's where we leave it off.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stick you. Are we up if there's no trees or anything around?
It's like a clearing in the forest, but you recognize the area because you've been there for. Before.
Oh, so I can dash and hide.
You could.
How old is Dungeons and Dragons? Like, when was it created?
1987.
Was it 1987?
I have no idea.
80s or 70s.
I just threw that out there.
I kind of want to know now. Can you look that up? I forget exactly how long it's been.
You know who does know the answer? Matt Mercer and Brandon Lee Mulligan.
Shout out to Geek and Sundry for Vox Machina and all of their fun campaigns that have inspired us to play this fun game, as well as Dimension 20 on College Humor. I would love to join one of their groups for a game session.
Me too.
It would just be an absolute blast to have either of those two DM.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a lot of bleeping for me.
I don't. It would, oh my gosh, it would be so much fun.
Oh, no, I'd be cussing him out like a motherfucker though. Fuck you. Fuck you, Brandon. He's over there like, fish blind, money. And I'm like, fuck you. 1974.
1970.
I thought it was in the 60s.
So you were very confident about your answer. Right?
I just threw that out there to see if I
Yeah,
could
you
get.
just picked a date.
Because I figured Eric would have known. So I was just
I
going.
did not.
So I just want to
It
say it
was
with
70s.
confidence so Eric can be like,
Fuck are you?
see if I can persuade him. Roll 9-point check.
Yeah.
1974. So my dad was 1.
Damn.
My dad was 20.
Because my dad was born in 73.
My
54
mom.
mine.
My mom was.
And my mom was born in 75.
6, 7. My mom was 7.
So I have the oldest dad. Mine was an adult while you guys were parents would be born.
Well, no, my Alan would have been 14.
Meowing.
My dad would be younger. I don't think he would.
You know, Dungeons and Dragons, they had like a big event the other day.
Really?
You know what we need to do? We need to watch the movie,
What movie?
the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
There's a Dungeons
Yeah,
and
it
Dragons
came out in
movie?
2001, and it had Marlon Wayans, and there was another actor, and I can't think of his name, but something Whalen, I think. But it came out in 2001. It was not a good movie. But if we're doing this, we just need to go full on watch the movie.
Watch the movie, every campaign that we can find online to watch other people play.
The next evolution is coming sometime in 2024.
So they're coming out with the 6th edition?
Well, this one just says evolution, an evolution of D&D for its 50th year anniversary.
I gotta get a new set of dice.
You have like 15 pairs of dice.
That is not enough.
All right.
Yeah, the amount of rolls these motherfuckers have to do.
Because there was one pair.
Because there was one, Brendan Lee, he needed like fucking 30 die.
Yeah.
So he's like, I need all y'all's too.
Yeah, I need to borrow everybody's.
2000 this came out.
That seems interesting. We're gonna have to watch that at some point.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Perhaps next week we can watch that before we.
Gameplay challenge changes are intended to be heavily based upon player feedback via surveys, similar to the one carried out early in 2021.
So they're doing almost like an update.
The new version is completely compatible with all 5e materials. 137.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just this stuff is crazy. Plus, it has one of the greatest, one of my favorite actors, Jeremy Irons. What?
It's just I remember the Family Guy bit about Jeremy Irons and his cereal. They taste like bland.
Somebody said something the other day. Said if you could get rid of one show, what would it be? Family Guy, The Boondocks, Rick and Morty, or Robot Chicken?
Boondocks.
I said Family Guy.
Really?
I can't. I don't.
I have to go with the Boondocks.
What about you?
Boondocks, because it's the only one I haven't seen.
Really, Family Guy?
One guy actually said Rick and Morty, and that surprised me because I've never seen anyone that disliked Rick and Morty.
I love Rick and Morty. I think I just finished watching the latest season again for the 3rd time.
No spoilers.
You're still not done with it?
I gotta finish Preacher first.
Oh my gosh, they're only 20-minute episodes.
But you already started watching it.
Yeah, but then I was like, I want to finish this first because I got to finish this.
Well, maybe if
Yeah.
you stop watching Blade and shit like that, you could get through Preacher.
And yet you wouldn't complain. He was a badass.
He is.
But then I got to finish that, and then I've got to watch Better Call Saul season.
I still gotta watch that.
So
I
you're
haven't watched it
going
yet.
from, instead of watching the 10 episodes at 20 minutes apiece, to watching probably 40 plus episodes at an hour long
What
each.
do you mean? I was already into Preacher. I only got 3 episodes left.
Yeah, but inside
He's
of that
had
time,
3 episodes left. Well, 4 episodes
I was
left
gonna
for
say,
like
you've
a
been talking
month
about
and a
this for
half.
while.
I watched one last night.
Normally,
I watched
normally,
4 episodes of Rick and Morty yesterday.
normally he's like, I power through shows. You know what I mean? I'll
I
get
tried.
through them. And here lately, he isn't like, I haven't watched them. I'm like, what the fuck?
Maybe I just haven't been that interested in it. Like, if I watched The Wire, I could power through The Wire. I watched like 10 episodes
Now,
of that show.
we
in one
getting
day.
through. We're moving through Yellowstone.
Yeah, but we had a little bit of a blip for a while there, but that wasn't my
Thanos
fault.
won.
Well,
Yeah,
like an internet.
internet cable.
I was like, replace your
It was,
modem.
it was the Thanos snap that got your internet.
So mad. We would have probably been through season 3 if we wouldn't have had that. The
Yeah.
way we've been moving through Yellowstone.
Yeah, we're watching like 2-3 episodes a night.
He's like, season finale? I was like, yeah.
Let's do this shit.
Yeah, until we get sponsored by HBO, I'm not going to be able to watch
Shout out to Peacock.
Yeah, it's
Is it
on Peacock.
Yeah,
Yes,
Peacock.
sir.
It's funny because the spin-off show is on Paramount Plus, so they honey dick you. Like, if you want to see this, you got to get this.
Yeah,
It's like
because it's a Paramount Plus original.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN.
Well,
It's
all-
owned by Disney.
All Taylor, I don't know why I said Tyler.
Taylor
All
Sheridan.
Taylor, all his stuff is now going to Paramount Plus.
So, what is it you do, Taylor, to be as jacked as you are?
Yeah, because that motherfucker
Because
is
sweet
huge.
Jesus, my dude, when you took Jimmy's money, you were muscles on top of muscles.
And he likes to reuse characters, which I'm not mad at. Because like that James Jordan, he
That kind of
uses.
bothered me a little bit because that 1883 is in the same universe as that, and you kind of fucks with my head.
He's in that. He's in the 1883. He's in Wind River. He's in Mayor of Kingstown. The guy who plays the sheriff, he's in Mayor of Kingstown too. Something.
Taylor Sheridan created Mayor of Kingstown.
Yes.
So, James Jordan
And Sicario.
he
He wrote Sicarios.
No
wrote
idea
it.
what that even is.
The movie Sicario.
Never seen it.
Sicario means hitman.
I've never seen it.
The Benicio del Toro classic.
Who's Benicio del Toro?
Are you fucking with me right now?
A little bit on that one.
That one, yeah, dude, fuck that one. Sicario's an awesome movie.
Like I will make your life a living hell as a dungeon master.
The second one's good, but the first one is probably the better one. It's like a war on drugs, but I almost did it. Almost did my spoiler thing, but I'm gonna stop.
You can go ahead and do it because I'm probably never going to watch it.
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll watch that shit together. It's a good fucking movie.
It's
Sicario?
tense. It's fucking tense. Like,
Don't you ever point that gun at me.
and then she walks out.
Cause Josh Brolin, he's in it, and he's just like motherfucker, just like wears like sandals and shit everywhere, but he is a badass. Looking at him, well, even looking at him, you can be like, all right, you might know, but looking at the way he dresses, you're like, what the fuck?
He's one of those guys. He'll walk in there wearing Crocs and shorts, but he'll bomb your whole fucking family. Because I think he did it at one point.
Yeah, he grabbed the dude's head. The guy tried to look away. He put the motherfucker in the head like he's like, no, you're watching. He's like, you can't do this. He's like, I can do whatever I
And
want.
then that man Thanos, I never gave him respect, but man, let me tell you, he deserves it now. That's Thanos. That's Cable, which I don't know if we're gonna.
Oh, we're gonna watch the Open Range,
Outer Range.
Outer Range.
I actually want to watch Open Range too with Kevin Costner because he said that's the quote he gets. There was a scene where he walks. You've seen that movie, Open Range?
I don't think so.
He's like, "You the one that killed my friend?" Yeah, shoots him right in the head. He did an interview where he said that's the quote that he gets the most. That you killed my friend, and I was like, "Why not?"
Well, that goes back to that Hell on Wheels TV show that I love so much. Cullen Bohannon, he's standing there, and the guy's like, "You killed my father," la, 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 la. And he's just over this shit. They're standing there. He's like, "Is there any way I can talk you out of it?" Because the guy's wanting like the duel, and he's like, "Is there any way I can talk you out of it?" And the guy says no. And as soon as he says no, he's like, and just pulls out his gun, shoots him in the head, and, like, and just walks away.
Just like,
Well, he does that a lot. He's just always like he just grunts a lot, but it works.
Just like, man, I have to.
But he's like, "Is there any way I can talk you out?" The guy's like, "No." He just says, "Bam," and just walks away.
That's a show I need to watch.
Because he also killed, like in the first episode, he kills a Catholic priest in the confessional. Like the guy's in there, the priest opens some out. "Is there any sins you'd like to rebuke?" He's like, "No, but you do," and just walks right out.
6 seasons.
Yeah, I think so. It's so good.
What was it?
I'd watch that. I'd
long was it?
watch it again if you want to add it.
Probably gonna happen.
I've watched it numerous times. It's so good.
Hell on Wheels.
But it's going to be a while because we got quite a list.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been chipping away at my anime on Funimation
Peaky Blinders.
and Peaky Blinders.
It's only like
Yeah,
6
because some of
episodes.
them shows we got like Burnout is on our list,
You put that on there.
and that's 7 seasons at like 24 episodes apiece.
We'll get through it, but jeez, that's going to take a minute.
Those are full-length episodes. It's not like it's like a 20-minute
40
show.
minutes, I think.
Commercials.
Yeah, I'm already 5 episodes deep.
Only 5 episodes.
Yeah, I started watching it again. It's one of them shows I just put on the.
Burnout?
Yeah, I love that show.
I think I watched like the first 3 seasons.
And it's another one it's also another one I just put off in the background, like when I'm not
I
focusing.
do love Bruce Campbell.
Sam Max, he's hilarious.
But I've loved Bruce Campbell ever since the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Because like he's like, why are you in your boxers? He's like, I can work better when I'm free. And then he gives Michael the information. Michael's like, good work. And he said, if you think that's good work, you should see what I do naked. And he's like, I'm all right.
It's like, I'm okay.
Bruce, I'm also a huge fan of the Evil Dead movies. Justin doesn't get them. He doesn't understand them.
Because you don't need to understand them. They're just complete, total chaos.
Yeah, but Sam Raimi,
Like nothing makes sense.
one of my all-time favorite directors, is going to be coming out with a little film May 6th, if you know what it is.
Doctor Strange.
Yep, The Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, sir.
You can tell how much I get out and watch actual trailers to things.
You would think you live under a rock sometimes.
You know what? I mean, I tend to stay where I'm comfortable.
Stay underneath that rock though, and write.
Right?
And write our stories.
If you haven't got my fucking.
Because you have a skill. I can tell right now you have a storytelling skill.
I wanted to write for a while, whether it be like writing storylines for stuff like this, or even writing scripts for things.
Whenever I'm the DM, it's just gonna be hard for me not to be a straight up dick.
I
It's
know, because that's
difficult.
you in general.
You have to give and take a little bit, kind of play in the balance.
Because I've watched more of Brendan here lately. He gives in a lot. Like there's times he's like no, like there's times that she was one of she's like, can I cast Sanctuary for the ship itself? He's like, I'm not gonna allow that. He's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, you have to have like a hard limit on things.
Because like he wrote a critical for one, like a nat 20, and she's like, no, and he's like, I'm gonna allow it. Like he allowed her like to take the half hit, but you could tell it, man. He was like, no, you son of a bitch. Oh, I was watching one where he wrecked a kid's life. Like he's one of the players and someone else is being the DM. They're like a wizard school or whatever like that. He wrecks this kid. Like he's talking to like it went whole like he's like when you mess with the goat you get the horns, like playing around laughing.
Yeah.
And the guy says something. He looks at the kid and says, "Oh, you speak English?" And he was like, "Oh, I need you to listen very." And like his whole attitude just changes.
I love when he gets into character.
And then he's like, "All right." He's like taking off his jacket and folds it and playing. He's like, "So," he said, "What would you like me to tell your family at your funeral?" And just like wrecks this kid, but just hit the switch because he's like joking around, playing around, and then he says, "Oh, you speak English? All right, well, listen very closely." And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, he gets intense.
But yeah, so that's all I got. Unless y'all want to talk about anything more. This episode's kind of been all over the place because we didn't have any topics. Because people still don't want to give me fucking topics, even though I ask for all the time for it.
Everyone go to our YouTube channel and subscribe.
I ask all the time for topics, and they'll go, "I'll give you topics," and then no one gives me fucking topics.
Talk
That
so
is-
much shit on
That
everybody
is true.
for
We
that.
need people to do it. If you're a
Because they
listener-
say they want to give us topics, and they don't give us topics. So when you say you want to do something and you don't do it, you're fucking around with talk shit.
But do us a favor and give us topics you actually want us to talk about, not nonsense topics. Like,
And subscribe to our YouTube. You can go to your search bar and type in one thing about us, but you're going to have to type in an episode name until we get more subscribers.
usually people go with the hammer.
Just because it's the shortest one.
This one's going to be titled "Who Killed My Mentor?"
I think that actually falls into line with it.
I was just going to tell it D&D, but yeah, that's better.
So again, also comment on the YouTube channel or even Spotify, wherever you've been listening, and let us know if you'd like us to do kind of a branch off episode where we do play D&D online here for you guys to listen in.
Yes, it will just be us sitting at a table until we start taking off, and we can afford
production value.
production value, and we can afford props.
But all I know is we're going to be talking mad shit.
Because some of them Dimension 20 props.
The whole scenes that they have set up. It's crazy.
So anyway,
Can't miss.
stay classy.
Stay sexy.
And keep laughing.